Phonics Lesson 18. Phonics Lesson 18, we will be reviewing the letters A, I, F, P, S, and T. We are going to name the letters and their common sounds. Letter A. Letter A makes the A sound. Can you make the A sound with me? A. Now remember, if you're nonverbal, you can say the word and try your best by saying it in your mind. Our second letter is I. Letter I makes the I sound. Can you make the letter I sound with me? I. I. Our next letter is F. F makes the F sound. Make the F sound with me. F. F. Great job. This is the letter P. Letter P makes the P sound. Can you make the letter P sound with me? P. P. This is the letter S. Letter S makes the S sound. Can you make the letter S sound with me? S. S. And the last letter we will be learning today is the letter T. Letter T makes the T sound. Can you make the letter T sound with me? T. T. Very good. Now our next section is making words. We are going to take the words that we learned just above and make words out of them. Our first word has 2 letters. Our first letter makes the A sound. Can you circle or point or say the letter that makes the A sound? A. If you chose the letter A, you are correct. Letter A is the first letter of our word, A. Our second letter makes the T sound. Can you find the letter that makes the T sound? T. If you said letter T, you are correct. Letter T makes the T sound, and it is the second letter of our word. A-T spells at. At. Great job. Our next word has 3 letters in it. Let's begin. Our first letter makes the sound P. P. Out of the letters below on your screen, which letter makes the P sound? Remember, point to the letter, you may circle it, or even say that letter out loud. Which letter makes the P sound? If you chose letter P, you are correct. Letter P is the first letter of our word. Our second letter makes the I sound. I. Which letter makes the I sound? If you chose letter I, you are correct once again. Great job. Letter I is the second letter of our word. The last letter, the third letter of our word, makes the T sound. T. Which letter below makes the T sound? If you picked letter T, Great job. You are correct. Letter T is our last letter of our word. P-I-T spells pit. Pit. Fantastic. We have one more word. This word has 3 letters as well. Our first letter is S. S. What letter makes the S sound? Remember, point to the letter or say it out loud. S. If you chose letter S, you are correct. S is the first letter of our word. Our second letter makes the A sound. Which letter below makes the A sound? If you said letter A, you're correct. Letter A is the second letter of our word. So right now we have S-A. The last letter in our word makes the T sound. T. Which letter makes the T sound? Can you point or say that letter out loud? T. If you chose letter T, you are a rock star. You're correct. Great job. Letter T is the last letter of our word. Our word is now complete. S-A-T spells sat. Sat. Our next section is word sort. We are going to count the number of letters in each word. The first word that we have is is. Is. Is has I-S. Is. Let's count. 1, 2. Is has 2 letters in it. Fantastic. Our second word is it. We have I and T. Let's count how many letters. 1, 2. It has 2 letters in it as well. I-T. 1, 2. Fantastic. And the last word on our page is fit. Fit. Fit is spelled F-I-T. Let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3. The word fit has 3 letters in it. Great job. Our next page, we're going to do the same thing with these 4 words. We are going to count the number of letters in each word. Our first word at the top left is tap. Tap. Tap is spelled T-A-P. Let's go ahead and count those letters. 1, 2, 3. Tap has 3 letters inside it. Now let's go to the right side. Sap. Sap rhymes with tap. Sap is spelled S-A-P. Counting those letters, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 letters in the word sap. You guys are doing great. Let's keep going. Our next word is sat. Sat is spelled S-A-T. Counting those letters, we have 1, 2, 3. There are 3 letters in the word sat. Moving on to our last word on this page, starts with a P. This is pat. Pat and sat also rhyme. Pat is spelled P-A-T. Counting those letters, we have 1, 2, 3. There are 3 letters in the word pat. Great job. Now, our rules have changed. The instructions at the top, they want us to circle the words that end with IP. IP. Our 2 words are tap and tip. Which word has the IP at the end? Go ahead and point or say that word out loud. If you went over here to the word tip, you are correct. Tip is our word that ends with IP. Great job. Now, they want us to use those same directions. Circle the words that end with IP. IP. We have sip and sit. Looking at these 2 words, which word ends with IP? Point or say this word out loud. IP. Sip. If you said sip, you are correct. Sip is our word that ends with IP. Fantastic. Our next section is transfer words. You guys got this. Our first word is seam. I would like you to point to the letter below that begins the word seam. I hear the S sound. Looking at our letters below, which one makes the S sound and matches the first letter of our word seam? Go ahead and say that letter out loud or point to it. If you picked S, you are correct. S makes the S sound, and it is the first letter that we see and hear at the beginning of the word seam. Great job. And our last one for this lesson is folds. Folds. I hear the sound at the beginning of the word folds. Looking at the letters below, which letter makes the sound and matches the letter that's first in our word above? Folds. Go ahead and point or say that letter out loud. If you chose letter F, you are correct. F is the first letter and sound that we hear and see at the beginning of the word folds. That is the end of Phonics Lesson 18. Great job.